Well, it's nice to come out here and get back in the win column. Monmouth's really well coached. They are definitely up and coming. Jenny's doing a great job with that squad, and they fought hard, and we found a way to execute down the stretch, make some plays. Got a big basket by Charity Shears to give us that 4-point cushion, which really, it changes the game, right? If it's a 2-point game, anything can happen. 4-point game, now we're in our buzz where they're going to struggle to score quickly, and that made a difference. These two getting 13 apiece. That was nice, the little sister act out there tonight. Made our free throws, which obviously, if you've watched this, has been a reason for our losses when we've lost, which is painful because I think our numbers overall for the season are still pretty good, but when we've lost, we've clanked them at the free throw line, and tonight going 20 for 24, we need every bit of them, so I'm pleased.
So you talked about Charity making that layup. It seems like you guys were getting a lot of success out of that horn set throughout the game. Is there something? Is obviously a staple of offense, but then why is that so successful?
Well, because it's 7 different plays. So that one, I don't think we had not run that to Charity, I think, all game yet. So, but when you have a set that you're doing multiple things out of, the team isn't always sure what you're running. Sometimes they practice play calls so they can get it that way. But every time they yelled out horns, and it wasn't a true ball screen horns, that I knew we were going to have something successful happen, so that was good. The 1-4 high gives us, when we go 5 out, we get a lot of threes, and it gives us some space to cut, but the 1-4 high just leaves the basket really open for easy slips, easy drives, and that's what we've been able to get out of it. So it's kind of counterbalances our 3-point game.
And then, obviously bouncing back on the loss.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like early first quarter, it seemed like there was a lot of energy. And then that second quarter, there was a timeout. I was wondering what you said to kind of bring the team back together once they start to come back.
Yeah. What did you see out there? What did you see in that second quarter?
I think that when our team gets ahead, we get kind of a little comfortable. So then when other teams come back, we just have to work on not letting them come back and then playing our games and stretching the lead. I think doing what we need to do. But when we were talking to each other, we are just all still trying to hype each other up and trying to be all together so we can get back in the lead.
Yeah. Please, man. It's all you. Your show kid. No.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
We had a lot of turnovers, and a few of them were travels. We let them get to the foul line for 6 free throws. They made 5 out of 6. It was their quarter. They made a run, and we weathered the storm. We'd like to have been as good in the second quarter as we were in the first, but I'm not there yet. That's why we practice every day and keep growing this thing.
And obviously, Brandon had the team piece, but Amy, I guess her shooting, and I guess she has an injury there.
Yeah.
Those tough free throws at the end of the game.
Huge.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, talk about your sister.
Well, even though she's got a sore hand, free throws are very important to her. So she shoots a lot of them. So when she went and she got fouled, basically anyone in our starting group who gets fouled is pretty consistent from the free throw line. But Amy's very consistent from there. So when she went and shot, we had no doubt that she was going to make both of them.
Yeah. I think her playing just the whole game, rebounding, shooting, behind the guard as well, got her to the line as well, having other people to help off of this game and school.
She missed the box out late in the game, so she'll be paying for that in practice tomorrow. I praised her before the game. She's our team's leading rebounder right now, and it's been a big change for her because statistically she wasn't close to that in years past. But she's really made an effort to box out every time, except in the fourth quarter. But and second, so she had to take second place tonight to one sister and Kayla. So now you had the sixth.
Me?
Yeah. And you didn't rebound half the game, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Sitting there taking pictures most of the time. Yeah, you did. The ball just found you.
I'm not going to say it.
I'm free throws.
All right. I'm kind of just going to focus
Yeah, please.
you two now
Quiet.
on 3 sisters obviously playing divisional basketball, but more of that coming to a new country, like, can you kind of just talk about that experience? I'm sure people have already asked you guys about it, but like, how has it been for you, Mia? This is your first year over here.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been very different, but having them here, it's kind of like slipping back into being at home. Obviously, I've been at home with my parents for the last 3 years by myself as an only child, and then coming over here, and that's just us three, so we give each other a lot of support and get down to the courts together, like things like that. So it's really good having here as well.
I think it's really fun having Mia here, like to join me and Amy, because I've played with Amy like my whole life. Mia, we haven't got to play as much with the age difference, and obviously coming here is when we would have played with her back home. So I think it's really exciting when she comes here, because when all three of us are on the court together, it's like super fun, and it's like really good when we talk about it at like the end of games. We enjoy playing all together.
And then what is the backstory for all three of you playing basketball? What got you into the sport, and then how has it kind of evolved in the house?
Basically, we tried like every sport that you could try out of all three of us, and I think that when we all kind of started playing basketball out the back with each other, we'd be out there from straight after school till the sun went down, and we wouldn't go in the house until like someone was crying or there was like a fight or something. So I think that the joy that we had doing that also brought us like joy when we went into playing high level basketball, and I think that our dad and a couple of our uncles played, like really gave us an influence on how we wanted to take basketball seriously.
Yeah, pretty much the exact same. Like, I have no other story.
Who was doing the most crying?
Well, just by virtue of being the smallest and the youngest, I'm going to go with
Me. I used to fake cry
Yeah,
as the youngest child.
She's very good at it.
But it would be fun. Amy was a big crier as well, I would say.
She's not here to defend herself.
She's not here to defend herself, but me, it was so much worse.
I admit that.
Did your sisters playing make you want to play?
Yeah.
Or did you all start at the same exact time?
No, they started before me, and then obviously being the older sisters, I kind of just followed in their footsteps. But then, like, as you're saying, like out the back, they wouldn't let me score, they wouldn't let me dribble a ball, like I'd have to figure it out myself. They'd block me every time, but I'd keep going. And eventually I was scoring, I was beating them sometimes, and then now I'm beating them.
And obviously tonight, Mia, career high, early in your career, but still career high. Do you have any pointers from what you saw tonight from her?
Me?
Yeah.
From her?
Yeah.
I think that she played very aggressively today. I think that she took all the opportunities that they gave her, and she used her size, and she was very crafty, doing a lot of the things that she tries, like attempting in practice, and then I think she did really well at putting them into the game. And I think making her free throws was very helpful as well, because she got to the free throw line a lot.
Now I just gotta make my layups.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
You talked about the differences. What was the biggest difference coming over here?
The food. And I mean, if we're talking basketball, like style of play, it's a lot of like walking up, set plays. In Australia, we play quite a motion, like European style. So like fast break. Obviously, Alan's like done a good job at making us play fast, getting the ball up the court. It's quite similar, but it's a bit different.